The Golden Swan. One morning, when King Krishnadev Raya's court was assembled, two men entered carrying a golden statue of a swan. All the courtiers were awestruck by the beauty of the statue. The diamonds and precious stones studded into the statue glittered in the daylight. "Who are you, and what do you want in our court?" asked the king. "Maharaja, my name is Ramu, and this is my best friend Chamu. He grows vegetables, and I am a rice farmer. During last month's unexpected rains, most of his harvest was destroyed, and his fields became waterlogged." The other man continued with the story. "Ramu helped me in my time of distress. He offered me a part of his land to plant some fast-growing vegetables. Yesterday, while I was tilling the land, I found this golden swan. Shamu immediately came to me with it. He insisted that since it was found on my land, it belonged to me. But he was the one who discovered the statue on the land given to him, so I think it belongs to him," said Ramu. "Very interesting." Krishnadev Raya was amused. "Who can settle this dispute among the friends? Who should the swan belong to?" Krishnadev Raya asked his courtiers. It was indeed a strange situation. Usually, the disputes that came to the king's court involved people fighting over possessions. This was the exact opposite. Then Chatur Pandit spoke. "Dear king, this swan has been obtained from the earth of this kingdom. It is a sign from the gods. I request you to grant me the permission to take this swan home and inspect it. Then I can consult the religious texts and conduct the necessary rituals that such a find demands for the well-being of the king and the kingdom." As soon as Chatur Pandit said this, everyone realized that this was his cunning plan to steal some of the diamonds and gems from the statue. After his inspection would be over, the swan would lose most of its valuable stones. The king's treasurer spoke next. "Your Majesty, I think the swan belongs to the royal treasury. We should take possession of it." Krishnadev Raya shook his head in disagreement to these suggestions. Then he turned to his wise and witty minister, Tenali Rama. "Tenali, let me hear your suggestion." "Your Highness, I think we should auction this swan. The proceeds should then be used to build a beautiful garden on the main street of the kingdom. It should have a freshwater fountain and shady trees. Travelers from around the world should be able to rest there. We should have a pillar in the garden on which the wonderful story of these two selfless and generous friends should be engraved. Thus, their exemplary friendship will become famous and be remembered for generations to come." Both the friends were very pleased to hear the suggestion. The king and the courtiers praised Tenali Rama's focus on the greater common good.